welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We are your hosts, Leah and Michelle. We have had a bit of technical difficulty. I may have or may not have dropped our primary laptop, and it kind of went flying. And yes, I had a cupcake in one hand and the laptop in the other hand, and I tripped up on our new lighting trying to set it here before we were going to film earlier today, which we didn't get a chance to, and the laptop may have gone flying to the crashing demise, to which I had it fixed and was very proud of myself, and then it won't work now. So we are in the process of we're going to try to get it fixed tomorrow, or possibly just buy a new laptop. We'll see what's in the budget for that. I don't know. So we're using our older laptop right now, which works, and we're going to try to edit our videos on it, but it will probably take us an extra 3 hours. But we're going to do it because we want to sacrifice for you people. We've missed you. So this is for you. Our favorite Brit and yours, Mr. Nigel Farage, goes in front of the EU one more time, and I think it is absolutely fantastic. It's always fantastic. Horatio pointed out that he thinks that his hair is just a bit darker. I pointed out that he looks a little bit thinner. He is in the process of going through a divorce, so our prayers are going out to Sir Nigel. Take it away.
Mr Farage.
Farage.
I love the way they say
well, I know
that.
a lot of you are very pleased with the result of the UK general election, and you view it as a victory for the EU. Let me give you a sense of perspective. In the 2015 general election, just 13% of voters voted for parties, namely UKIP, which was the only one that wanted to leave the European Union. Last Thursday, over 85% of British voters voted for parties on a manifesto, not just of leaving the European Union, but of leaving the single market as well. In fact, on the morning of the general election, 70% of the British public, whichever way they voted in the referendum, simply wanted the government to get on and to complete and to conclude Brexit. Now, I know that Theresa's terrible campaign has cast a bit of doubt on this. And I saw that Emmanuel Macron yesterday, a call echoed by Mr Farage this morning, said there's still time for the United Kingdom to change its mind. You don't have to leave. Let me tell you, the only certainty in this mess is that we will be leaving. But that hasn't stopped a parade of former Prime Ministers and of former European Commissioners lining up and attempting to get the British government to backslide on its commitments. There is now a big push, a big drive for us to opt for a Norway-style option. And I have to confess that your chief negotiator, Mr Barnier, is right, because it took Theresa May 9 months to trigger Article 50, and by the time the talks start, it will be nearly 4 months since it was triggered. So I do accept that we go into this as a British government with a British Prime Minister in a very weak position. And she's caught in a bit of a pincer movement, because the political class would like us to stay in the customs union, to stay in the single market. But the people have made it perfectly clear they want us to leave both of those things. And I would say this, that unless Theresa May, and it's difficult for her because she never really believed in Brexit, but unless Theresa May stands up at the summit next week and in those negotiations and makes it absolutely clear that she's not giving an inch, that we are leaving the single market, unless she does those things, her own party will get rid of her, and then yet more time will be lost in the Article 50 process.
Thank you, Farage. Very well.
Grazie, Farage.
Thank you, Orion Prime, for putting that video out. That's usually where we get most of our Nigel videos.
Thank you, Orion Prime.
Alright, you guys, Nigel said it best. I think it was good to hear from him after the election.
It was very good to hear from Nigel.
Thank you for giving us that
He's always brings
breakdown.
He always brings peace.
He does. He is very peaceful.
So always bringing the glass half full.
I like that.
Even when there's only a little bit left, it's still half full, you guys.
While we're talking about it, there are rumors that I think may have been confirmed that the DUP party, which is Northern Ireland, has said that they would like for Farage,
Nigel Farage,
to be a part of.
This is perfect. I can bring my Irish accent for this one, right? Oh, I love to bring my Irish accent, but there's never any Irish news. So it would seem that the DUP,
the Democratic Unionist Party, which is Northern
Ireland's party, they want Nigel
for the Brexit negotiations.
If you're not going to use your Irish accent, then you don't get to speak. We never get to go to Ireland, ever. They have no news in Ireland.
So for those of you that don't know,
thank you very much.
We want to go to Ireland, where we can hear a little bit from the DUP, which for right now, the Tory party needs a little bit of help.
Yes.
To come together for a stronger
union. So they want to join with the DUP, a small little party there we have from Northern Ireland.
So they have a little bit of say.
So yes, they do. They have a little sway, and they said, you know what? We want our man, Nigel Farage, in there, you know, to do some little negotiating for us in the Brexit. And they have a little sway. If you want to work with us, we'll work with you. But you must get Sir Nigel Farage. We know he hasn't been properly knighted, but he should one day soon. Yes.
So according to a report that has appeared in the Metro.com UK, senior members of the DUP are ready to insist upon the ex-UKIP leader.
Wait a minute, I don't think yours is... I think that
it was pretty Irish.
I think your Irish is as good as my Australian.
I think it was a little bit Australian.
I think
my Irish used to be pretty good.
It is when you get to flowing in it, my darling, but this one wasn't quite as good last
Well, would you like to read the article yourself?
Well, that was pretty good. According to the report that has appeared on the Metro, senior members of the DUP are ready to insist that the ex-UKIP leader and Mr Brexit, Nigel Farage, is giving an important role in the Brexit negotiations between the United Kingdom and Brussels. They hold a few cards, a source told Sunday Times. They want Farage as a lord, or a role in government, or he and Aaron will put something together that will cause trouble for me. Nigel Farage already threatened to return after the election, saying, if 2 years down the road we don't have the Brexit we asked for, I will have to get involved again. UKIP's biggest donor, Aaron Banks, has also reportedly hinted that he is prepared to relaunch the party with Farage at the helm if he isn't given a prominent role in the Brexit process. We love this. Heads we win, tails we win, and I do believe this is my UKIP monkey.
Monkey.
And every time we bring up UKIP, it's my monkey! UKIP! UKIP! I don't know why I picked the monkey up one time when we were talking. It has a little dog bite here, missing a little foot, but I tell you what, standing strong, UKIP! Come on! Be the monkey! UKIP!
So I think it's just a little bit ironic that after all this, they need a little bit of help from the Irish. Being that Lee and I are a little bit Irish ourselves.
Just a wee bit.
We kind of like it just a little bit.
We're half Scandinavian, but our grandmother last name is Dyer, and we have a titch of Irish in us.
I think it is. I think it's a Carter.
Close to it, yeah, maybe.
Almost a Carter. A Carter Irish, a Carter German.
No,
unfortunately,
it's more like an eighth, because our grandma was half Irish, half German. So yes, that's what it is.
You're taking me wind out of my sails.
Well, that's okay. You can get your wind in your scales with your Scandinavian fjord.
Okay. So, there you go.
Yes. The outgoing UKIP leader, Paul Nuttall, already mentioned in his resignation speech that the public can expect a relaunched and rebranded UKIP in time for their party conference later this year. The exact nature of this UKIP, we should trademark that word, is beginning to take shape. But the DUP,
DUP.
The DUP.
The DUP.
Demand for Farage at the negotiation. But the DUP demand full Farage at the negotiation table is music to our ears.
I thought that you were telling everyone you had this fantastic Irish. It needs a little bit of
I went to, and you know what? They're so close together. It's like
don't tell that to the Brits; they won't like it.
It's a little bit close. It's kind of like West Virginian hick and Kentucky hick. I gotta tell you. Or like North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit different, and y'all know it's different, right?
They couldn't tell the difference between a West Virginian accent and a Southern accent.
Well,
except for the Georgia accent.
Southern y'all from Georgia.
It is definitely different.
You know what? I got a comment on the hose one saying that we're putting on the hick accent. awful and terrible. Don't ever do it again.
Okay, first of all, that hick accent is pretty spot on because I was at the grocery store yesterday and there was this lovely young lady standing in front of us in the ice cream section, and out came the exact same accent that I had just given in the hose. It was pretty spot on.
And Kansas was like, she sounded weird. Alright, so there you have 3 or 4 different accents. You got the hick accent.
We'll sign off with hick so y'all can hear just a little bit of what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to sign off as a hick so you can get the rundown.
She said that was the best ice cream you will ever have.
And I said, what kind of ice cream is that? And she said, it's caramel praline. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Okay, this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless. God bless America. Okay, don't forget to find us in Bozeman, Montana for the Red Pill Expo, June 23rd and 24th. We want to see you guys there.
The monkey!
You're not bringing the monkey, too. That is not coming with us.
I'm a fidgeter, if you haven't noticed, guys.
I don't know how this like 3-minute Nigel video has turned into a 13-minute whatever.
What if Nigel watched it?
Nigel,
he doesn't have time to watch this.
We love you, Nigel.
UKIP, new kip. We have a UKIP monkey.
Should run that.
UKIP, new kip, sock monkey version. Somebody knit him a little sweater that says UKIP on it.
Oh, you could do that.
Send it for our little sock monkey.
Stop it. No. Okay. We're gonna go. We're saying it's so hard to say goodbye. Adieu, adieu to you and you and you. That's a little sound of music.
No, you. Just do.
Okay. Do.
I was cold all alone. No place for